Welcome to another Baka commentary video. In this video, I'll be talking about AMD and how they're kind of succeeding in this tech recession. And at the same time, I'll be talking about what I think is right now happening to majority of the tech industry right now, the tech recession. So, for those viewers that want more detail, go watch my last week video where I talked more in depth about Intel and how about they basically had for 3 months they basically had a pretty bad operating time and basically lost money. And what I also think happened that is Intel has lost the market share. So you're wondering if Intel has lost the market share, then who has gained the market share? In my opinion, AMD has likely taken the market share, as AMD's quarters have just going up and up in both market share and in profitability, as all companies should be when they're increasing their market share and profit. However, this is still a first time in my tech coverage how AMD has finally planted a solid ground on the tech industry. As majority of the time that I have been covering tech, even before YouTube, AMD has never really had a solid ground on the tech industry. They just were a fad where they just had one generation of good products, and then the next generation product, it couldn't compete with the competitors' next generation product. As a result, they just became irrelevant again, or they just became the laughing stock of the community. However, AMD and the CPU and GPU department seems to have planted a solid ground, and AMD seems to be there to stay. The AMD custom silicon, AMD has a freaking planted the ground and tight grip on the custom silicon market. This is our clap. AMD, you did a good job in bringing yourself back. This is kind of showing that Dr. Lisa Su is working her magic. Dr. Lisa Su Dr. Leadership to lead AMD back to being a front runner. However, AMD in the less tech savvy industry, they know AMD exists, but I don't think they have any consolidation on the normie and the more mainstream market, as most of the mainstream markets still go with their competitors just because of their competitors has been doing the right thing to get the normies to know their brand and buy their brand. So AMD, you are really going to have to be doing some push the normie marketing. None of your woke marketing, AMD. You really need to actually get, to see, hey, here's how maybe to market it to normies, where normies would know your brand and get a reputation, and so that they start buying it. But anyway, on top of, in my opinion, for the graphics card shortage and all this, everything being sold on the everything on shelf being sold, I think AMD graphics card, yes, the majority of the AMD gaming graphics card RX 6000 series did indeed go to gamers, and yes, there are always going to be miners that are super desperate to mine them crypto that bought AMD card, but I don't think, it was as high volume as their competitor, which basically sold mass volume to miners. Anyway, enough talking about AMD, and now on to the speculation part on what I consider why is causing the tech recession. Well, basically, before we go into speculation, the reason why I think of my speculation on the tech recession, it is that we have quite a amount of sources, few that I can name publicly, few I cannot name publicly. The public ones that I think we can name is Gamers Nexus. On his news video has reported that EVGA, Asus, Corsair now has laid off 20% of the employees, as well as in the past I have heard some report of EKWB laying off employees due to lower profit margin and lower volume. As a result of that, this likely from the other three named brands as well, likely has resulted in needing to lay off the employees as well. The profit and the volume simply is not there anymore. For those people that are wondering, why can't just what type of market that has completely disappeared? I think the low and mid-end buyers have completely given up on the technology, or at least on the computer side, as you know, during the shortage or everything just sells. People, the low and mid-range, we had to pay those low to mid-range cards. They were 2-3 times what they're normal were meant to be sold at. So kind of those people are kind of be like, yeah, I'm done with this buying this stuff. As well as for those some people, a lot of the low to mid-end market, their fund money has just simply shrank as cost of living has risen, rent and electricity or daily necessity has just simply gone up. This has, our wages and minimum wage hasn't really risen along with the ever increasing cost of living that has no end for stopping. So this, in my opinion, the low to mid-range market has completely just been not, and some of the high-end markets, with this rising cost of living, I don't think I can be a high-end buyer anymore. I am going to be a mid to low-end buyer. However, yes, there are still those mega whales in those ultra and high-end buyers. Yes, AMD, Nvidia, Intel, AMD are still milking them for what they're worth. But however, they can't really compensate for the people that just given up, and quite a majority of the people have likely just noped out of this tech market and just be like, yeah, I'm done. There is only ever so much those guys can. I hope this is a lesson to the tech industry and be like, you just cannot, you just gotta take care of both your ultra high-end, mid-end, and the low-end customers. Because if you don't, you are going to ultimately lose customers and volume, which I think is what the low, mid, end market gonna do? They're gonna push volume and make you look like, to your investors, you're moving tons of volume and, well, tons of profit, because yes, you're not having a lot of profit in the low to mid-range market, but guess what? If there's tons of volume, you're gonna have pretty good profit margin, and you're gonna be able to compensate for the low profit margin. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, press the like and subscribe. If you want to help me, get more views, please share this video among your friends group. Tell your friends about my channel, about this tech channel. If you want to be those people that press the dislike button, please comment down below why you did that. If you don't, I can't really fix my videos. But anyway, thank you for listening/watching my video, and I'll see you in the next video.